Hi, I'm Gabriel Glassman, and today I'll be talking to you about the Appalachian Trail. Let's say you've got 5 to 7 months to kill, and you like walking. Really like walking. You're not currently employed, and you want to see the East Coast. So you buy an 80-liter pack, you fill it with clothes, food, a way to filter water, a sleeping bag, a sleeping mattress, and you tie on your hiking boots, and get to walking. You are now one of the 1,000 people attempting to hike the 2,193 miles of the Appalachian Trail. The Appalachian Trail is an accessible experience for hikers who want to challenge themselves and build community. Personally, I've done numerous day hikes on the trail, and I've completed 2 successful 3-day section hikes. I grew up only a few miles away from the trail, and I visited the museum for the trail that happens to be based in my area. I hope by the end of this presentation, you will gain an understanding of the variety of people on the trail, the places where they rest their heads, and the care provided to the Appalachian Trail, commonly known as the AT. First, I would like to begin with some information on the types of hikers. According to the official Appalachian Trail website, there are an average 3 million visitors to the trail each year. Some of these visitors are just day hikers, others are section hikers, and about 1,000 are through hikers. A section hiker is someone who does days or weeks at a time on the trail. They hike small portions of the trail, but never in its entirety. And occasionally, section hikers end up hiking the whole trail through these tiny sections. Through hikers attempt to do the entire Appalachian Trail in a singular hike, meaning that they commit to spending 5 to 7 months on the trail, hiking all the way from Georgia to Maine, or vice versa. These through hikers depend on the help of others, as well as small camp stores, grocery stores, and shops that they can use to purchase supplies. According to sectionhiking.com, section hiking and day hiking are easier to schedule, as well as a little more doable way of hiking the trail. But through hiking is the fastest way to hike the entire trail. After completing the 2,000 miles of the trail, hikers are able to confidently say that they have hiked the Appalachian Trail. And furthermore, if they file it with the Appalachian Trail Conservancy, they are able to have their name recorded and are sent decorative pins and iron-on patches in recognition of their achievements. Now I want to transition into talking about the rest areas on the trail. Hikers can choose to camp on the trail, but most will spend the night in permanent structures called shelters. Shelters are usually equipped with water source, bear-proof storage, a physical building for inclement weather camping, and occasionally an outhouse, according to the trail's website. The nicer shelters have aesthetic enhancements like picnic tables, flower baskets, and buildings with more than just one room, as well as many other things. At shelters, there are also logs that are filled out by hikers that are passing through. Oftentimes, a hiker will write down the date, anything interesting that happened to them or their group on the trail, and will sign with their trail name. And these trail names are often given to them by their fellow hikers, or they are created by the individual herself. Trail names are often nature-related, however they may have something to do with the hiker's appearance, ability, or character. Some example of trail names are Walking Stick, Very Bald Eagle, and Green Woman. Now I would like to explain who works to maintain this trail. There are caretakers for both the shelters and the AT itself. Volunteers along the Appalachian Trail are responsible for maintaining the shape and quality of the trail as it runs through 14 states. Caretakers that reside near the trail will often adopt shelters and patches of the trail that are used by hikers. Caretakers are often nearby residents, Boy Scout troops, those with a special connection to that particular part of the trail, and etc. The national forests and national parks that the trails run through provide a form of law enforcement via forest rangers, national and state park police, etc. The national and state parks also provide advertising for the trail and often maintain the trail that runs through their forest to some extent. And as I conclude my speech, I hope you can see how easy it is to become involved with the AT. Fingers crossed that you can walk away from this, pun intended, having learned more about the Appalachian Trail and the community surrounding it. The Appalachian Trail is an accessible experience for hikers who want to challenge themselves and build community. And if you choose to adventure out on the trail yourself, I recommend checking out the Appalachian Trails Conservancy's website. Thank you for your time.